Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for your patience. And I'm sure you want to hear the speaker much more than me, but the speaker is so awesome. They had me introduce the speaker. It's my honor and privilege to introduce Dr. Rajiv Malkan this afternoon. And he is doing artificial intelligence in teaching and learning. Just to give a brief bio of Dr. Malkan, he's a professor in the Computer and Information Technology Department of Lone Star College, Montgomery, where he teaches a variety of courses, including AI, data science, business computer applications, programming languages, and business management. And Dr. Malkan has over 35 years of leadership contributions in higher education within multiple settings. He has engaged in leadership roles, including founding dean, division chair in transforming education. His involvement in driving key initiatives span education delivery, thought leadership, grant writing, global partnerships, and engagements on emerging trends. He has proven expertise in college accreditation, state compliance, including dual credit pathways, initiatives for academic and workforce programs. Dr. Malkan's academic credentials include 2 master's degrees, a doctorate in higher education leadership, and he's also the recipient of the prestigious Kellogg Fellowship in Leadership Development. He is active in various professional organizations and is continuing his ambitions in AI and data science and incorporating data-driven decision-making in higher education organizations. He presents at various conferences on AI and data analytics, and while he executes on awarded grants, serving in community colleges and corporate education. With that, Dr. Malkan, it's all yours.
All right, thank you. All right, last but not the least, I guarantee you'll take one thing, okay, for staying a little bit longer. And one tool which I'm going to show you, a lot of things I'm going to show you today, but at least one thing you're going to take back home and see how productive you will be by using what I call AI infused or AI assisted information. Okay, a lot of people I talk to, a lot of people are scared, this, that. Nothing, after all, it's a tool. We did not stop teaching math when the calculators came out, right? The same thing, we just have to embrace this technology, understand how the technology works, and go with it, right? Go with the flow. And the problem we find is a lot of people are scared because they don't know what's in the black box. Right? Chat-GPT, you put something out, it spits something out. Okay? Since we don't know what's inside the box, we need to understand how the box works. And once you understand how the box is working, it doesn't matter what it is, it's Gemini, Chat-GPT, Cloud AI, Perplexity, I can start naming thousands of those things out there. But so today, the next 30 to 40 minutes, we'll try to give you a synopsis of what AI is, how things work, what are the buzzwords around it, and the last 20 minutes, we'll see all the tools out there, okay? And how you can use it in your classrooms and things like that. All right, so that's the course description. We will do that. Just the agenda items, the number of minutes and things like that. We'll go really quick.
People in the back are not.
Oh, okay. All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Hey, we have friendly things. We are a Lone Star, right? Okay. Just tell us what needs to be done. I speak a little bit faster, but if you want me to slow it down, we just slow, like a taxi draw. Okay, we can go there. All right. So what's Gen AI? Okay, what all this to you? What is the buzzword about it? And what's exactly artificial intelligence? Remember, artificial intelligence is just a field. Okay, now within that artificial intelligence field, we got machine learning. Now within the machine learning, we got what I call the neural networks. How the brain functions, okay, we tell the machine how the brain, that's what we call the neural networks, but all the computer algorithms and things take place. And from that, we do generative AI. So it's how deeper this field is. So AI is just an artificial intelligence field, which is way outside the boundary. But what we are going to go deeper and deeper into this field so that we can do the reason it's called generative AI, because what everybody's scared of, it creates new content. Okay, it creates new content for you. All right, the content has never been developed. So you say something, okay, remember in computer we say garbage in, garbage out, correct? How many of you use Chat-GPT? Most of you must have used. So what the Chat-GPT comes for and asks you for what? A prompt with its input, correct? If you're going to put garbage in, you're going to get garbage out. Okay, a lot of things, the hallucinations are coming and talking to people. When I say, hey, what did you write? That's a prompt. Oh, I just write something about Abraham Lincoln. Okay. So the machine, the black box, went all over the world and told you lots of things about Abraham Lincoln. I said, what do you wanted to find out about Abraham Lincoln? Oh, get it for me. Okay. Specific enough to tell this black box what you want, and you're going to get exactly what you asked for. Okay. Because it generates new content, and that's the beauty of this stuff. Okay. And it never generates the same content again. Okay. So if I write the same prompt after 20 minutes, or the same prompt in a different tool, we'll have a different answer, because each of those machines are learned differently. Okay, so this is what we call large language model, LLMs, right? Each of these different models are think differently. So most of you might be using the free one, right? All right, so it's working on the model what we call 3.5. So if you have a paid version, right now we already have a 4.0 version, and a new release just came out with a little bit of reasoning behind it. So if you have a complex prompt, then the machine will reason with you and tell you the rationale behind why that answer is correct, why this answer is wrong. Okay, so each model does different things. So we're going to show a couple of models out there, and that's what the beauty of the AI is. So don't get scared of it. It's human generated. We created all this stuff. Okay, we're going to start embracing all this. All right. So basically, right now we have three basic modality in what I call our GPI. Okay. Remember Chat-GPT. GPT, even Gemini is GPT. Okay, so I'm going to come to the definition just a sec. So we have what I call the language. This is what I call a text to text. So Chat-GPT is a text, right? So I put something in a text and it spits out some text. Okay, so that's called text to text, called the language. And then we have video. So then the beauty of it, I can write, hey, I'm strolling on the beach right now, it's sun setting, I see the waves flowing through. I write like a poetry. It will take your imagination and draw a picture for you. I say, make an image for you. Okay, so that's called the visual source. And now we have the video creation. So we can create a video. Now with the video, we need audio, right? So now we can also do an audio. Okay, you're going to see today before we go, I just created what I call an alma mater. I said, hey, this is our Lone Star Vision. Can you create a music for me for 3 minutes? Okay, and it creates the lyrics for me, and it created the music for me, how to sing it. Okay, so we all do it together. Does that make sense? So the three major stuff out there right now, and things are moving mind-boggling. Okay, and some of the videos which you see, okay, now 80% of the what we call the movies are now creating what we call the back end. This AI is all generating a lot of the stuff. Okay, you may see that Tom Cruise going and fighting. No, he's not fighting. It's his alter ego on the software is fighting for you. Okay, all right. Well, GPT. So let's do the confusion about GPT. GPT, the generative pre-trained, that's the key to it. It can create new content up to a certain point. And that's the first thing you should know up to what time these models are trained. Okay, so the first thing, if you look at any tool you're going to use, you're going to first to write, hey, what is the last date of your training? So obviously the last date of your training was July 2023. And when you say who is the president in January 25, January 20th, 2025, the GPT may not know it. Oh, then you immediately go and say, oh, hallucination, hallucination. Okay, we already had the election. We already elected the president-elect. Okay, because the model was not trained up to this. So that's why it's giving you answers correct only up to that particular date. So that's the first thing you got to understand, the limitation of the model, what they are. So that's what we call it. Everything is generated pre-trained models. Okay, Gemini, Perplexity, they're all trained, Cloud A, whatever you're using it, it's all trained up to a point. And now they're continuously getting trained, but then comes as a new model, which they're charging you to get money, right? They have to make money. Remember, people don't understand it, right? Microsoft paid what, $20 billion to OpenAI, 10 billion and 10 billion next time. So they have to make the $20 billion first, the investment now, and that's why they're pushing your Copilot and other things, right? Because they got to monetize it. And that's why they're charging you. And they say, hey, you want a freer version? I'm not going to give you the latest model. I'm going to give you one lower model. And there are limitations out there. The second key word is called tokens. A lot of people don't comprehend the token. Oh, why I got this much answer? If the Chat-GPT free versions will only give you 4,096 tokens. Okay? That includes your input and output. Okay? So this many words, this many sentences you can write. Every time you write a word, it is broken down into different tokens. So tokens are normally, they say Chat-GPT is great. That's the sentence I'm writing. Okay, so the Chat-GPT will break it down to chat as one token, GPT as the next token, is another one, grade and exclamation point, another one. So this is a basic norm. This is how if you want to translate tokens to words, okay? So 4,096 tokens should give you about a good 3,500 or 3,400 words, right? Okay, so that's the limitation, and that's why within that limitation is giving you answers, and that's why sometimes you get enough balanced answers because we are limited with the free words. But if you put that the same response into a paid one, now I get 1 million tokens. Okay, so that means I get a good answer about it. So now we're coming back onto the input data. What's called prompt engineering? There's a whole new field coming up what's called prompt engineering. So basically, you have to define your task, what you want. From what I observe, students or even some of the faculty members are just using this as a search engine. This is not a search engine. Okay, this is not a search engine because it doesn't go to the websites, right? It's only going to go to the model that's trained. Okay. We can now go to the websites. If you know programming, yeah, we call it the technique called RAG. I can go outside the model and bring some more information to the model up there. Okay. So, but that's what it is. You should have a task in mind. Think about it before using ChatGPT. Think about the prompt you want to do. Think what you want out of this box, and then we start writing the prompt correctly. Once you write the prompt correctly, you're going to get a very, very good output. Okay, we're going to see that. We can see all this stuff out there very quick. So then you define prompt and you keep refining. Third point is refining. Unless and until you start finding what you're looking for, keep changing the prompt over and over again till you get what you're looking for. Once you get the answer, save it, right? Because you can keep reusing it. Okay, I'm going to show you some of the things I do in the business classes, the finance classes. Okay, we just save the prompt and we just change the company name. Okay, so keep saving the prompt over and over again. Now, if you go to the Perplexity, Cloud A, if you go into the documentation now, you will see a prompt library. So most of the softwares are now coming out with the software library. Hey, you're looking for this, we already have the prompt perfect for you. Okay, so you can go to the documentation of that and you'll be able to find a lot of things out there. All right, so prompt engineering is basically what I call creating and constructing inputs for the generative AI tool. We are creating something, we are crafting something. And we are crafting something, we should not be in a hurry, right? It's like an artist. Okay? We cannot be in a hurry. We have to make sure that everything is perfect to what we need to know. I'm going to here. All right. So better out inputs can be better out. Right. That's the goal. That's the main goal of the prompt. All right. All these things is available online, so don't worry about it. Right. And then I don't know how they're going to distribute it. If not, let me know and I can give it to you. All right. So Chat-GPT, Lambda, Gemini, and all the stuff. Jasper. Jasper is a very good. It's a money-driven thing, but if you're in the marketing department, most of the people in marketing nowadays in corporations are using Jasper. Okay, so what's happening to all these models now? All the models are becoming very specific now. Okay, for the marketing side, okay, these are all different models now. For medical, now there's the Chat-GPT for medical, Chat-GPT for this, that, so on. All right, so then we have image generation. Dali, you might have heard about it. So if you're an artist or if you're teaching an art appreciation or all these classes, you can bring in all these tools and say, hey, let's go. With just some wordings, we can start creating an image now. Okay. Now we can say, hey, can you draw the image now? Can you, we're teaching a pencil art or something like that. Okay. Whatever you can do, there are a lot of tools out there. All right, now obviously there are a lot of music tools out there. We're going to see a couple of those tools out there, how the music works. And the beauty of some of the tools is copyright, right? People say, hey, if I'm writing, now prompt can be copyrighted. So the prompt you write for the music and the music that generated what you can see today is my music. Okay, I can sell it if I want to. So, okay, so the only thing is not, if you use the free version, there will have a watermark. Okay, so you can't sell it. I mean, you can sell it, but then somebody will see it was done by this particular software. Okay? But you get a copyright. So a lot of issues about copyright, a lot of things like that. And you know, a lot of things will be cleared up, hopefully within a year or two, while all the Supreme Court cases are going on, with all the authors that filed the lawsuits. Like, hey, all these models were trained and not without knowledge. Okay, so we're going to see how the copyright laws and the Supreme Court is going to decide on that. All right, coding. Okay, they can generate a code. My whole teaching style of teaching a programming classes has changed. I can tell the computer, can you write me a code for 5 factorials? It was set up in 1 second, correct? I know the students are already using all this stuff, so why should I be teaching all that? Correct? Why don't you bring the tool in the classroom? And then I don't have to teach, oh, you're going to put semicolon here, you're going to put that space bar here. Remember, that's a language, right? Programming languages. So I don't have to teach all that. Hey, now you figure it out. Okay, what's going to go about? So then I can teach a little bit more advanced stuff in my intro class. The whole system has changed, the way we teach now. All right, the industry. Tons and tons of cases. Tons and tons of cases where industries are using. If you just look at the Indeed.com and put the word prompt engineering, you see tons and tons of skill sets, tons and tons of jobs are available. Now, the whole situation is changing. All right, pick up any industry, and I got lots and lots of cases. I'm moving a little bit faster because I want to show you a lot of stuff there. Okay, there you go. The McKinsey report says the prompt engineering is likely to become a larger hiring category in the next few years. So you see the growth rate right there from 5% to almost 80%, it says here. Yep. What is it, 80%? Yeah. In 3 years. That's how fast it's moving out there. Growth rate is tremendous. There you go. I just read the email right there. Just $100,000 if you understand how to write prompts correctly. Okay. The reason why these skill sets are needed, because remember I told you each token costs money. And that's why if I write the right prompt, if I get the right output, what I need, I use less tokens. That means less money for the corporation. Okay. So that's why all this is critical of that. All right, CompTIA is just coming up with certification of prompt engineering now. Okay, so I'm just going to show you what things are happening out there, and the CompTIA is coming up with a whole plus AI. Very quick. Okay, I asked ChatGPT, right? Hey, what is prompt engineering? And ChatGPT responds. Okay, let me just read it. It was crafting instructions of queries in a way that elicits the desired information behavior from the model. That's the key. How do you want the model to behave based on your prompt? Okay. The more you learn about it, the more savvy you will be. The goal of their problem beginning to influence the model's behavior or output by providing instruction in a specific way. That's the key to it. All right, ask Gemini, the other GPT, right, which is by Google, right? It pretty much says the same thing. But I like the explanation he gives them. Think of it like writing a detailed recipe for the AI to follow, where the ingredients are your words and the dish is the outcome. So that's what it is from engineering. Right? The guy is not throwing out the words in the model. A good prompt is well structured, using the right language, provides the relevant content. That's the key about prompt engineering. All right, how to write a clear prompt? Okay, clear instructions. Give clear instructions to the machine. Okay, use some reference, especially when you have a complex word problem. Okay, then you can tell the machine this is how you solve. Okay, I'm going to show you a couple of them and see how we can write complex prompts. All right, and split the task into simple things. This is what's called a chain of thought processing of the problem. Okay, and they solve this bigger problem first. Now let's go into a little bit deeper, and deeper, and I break my prompts down into small tasks. All right, we give the model time to think. Think me, go back and refine it because it did not fit the first way correctly. So now you want to refine the prompt a bit better. And this is what I'm talking about. This is the new technology now it's called RAG. I can bring in external stuff into my GPTs. All right. So in the prompt, so it has this much for nice and effective prompt. You must have the instructions correctly. In what context you are trying to get the information out, and what input you're going to provide. If there's any file or data file or whatever you're going to provide out there, we're going to see all these examples just for a minute. And then how output you need, in what format you need the output. Normally, I like the table output. I always say, give me in a table format. I don't want all the verbose thing, right? I want a little nice summary, really quickly outdone. All right. From now, I'm going to go through really quick the different types of prompts. Okay, as I said, you will have this output with you. So there are zero prompting, cube shot prompting, chain the top prompting, get a different style of prompting. Okay. So let's go deeper into now all of this stuff really quick. Okay, we can see all of these tools out there. All right, this is what's happening. The first prompt. We have a lot of new hires we have recently who came from the industry, right? Or veterans or whatever it is. So when it comes to the higher education sector, and when we say the SLOs and our jargon, they don't know what are you talking about? Okay, with all the KPIs and and all the stuff in the industry, there are different stuff out there. So let's ask Chat-GPT or Gemini. Okay. Okay, now this is the prompt. This is what we call a persona prompt. I'm telling the model that I'm at a community college level. So I need some answers at the community college level. I don't need a fifth grade level. Okay, I don't want a generic answer. I want a very, very specific answer which are related to what a community college level, whatever the grading level, a 13th grade level, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so that's the instruction I've given you right clearly right there. Then say, can you help me understand Bloom's taxonomy and the student learning outcomes? Please provide examples necessary to help me understand. Clear-cut instruction. I want about Bloom's taxonomy from the chat and things like that. And then it was a follow-up prompt because remember, this is text to text. They don't do image unless you ask for an image. So now in the next prompt, my follow-up prompt say, hey, do you have an image of the Bloom's taxonomy levels? Right, we have 6 levels, okay, of Bloom's taxonomy. So we go here, let's see what's up here. There you go. In 1 second. Save time, I yes, here. Right? So I wrote that, we can see. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. I'll get out of PowerPoint. All right, so we asked a question and it spits out the information very quick. Tells you all the 6 levels. Remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating. Gives you information about the student learning and how they are related to the Bloom's taxonomy. And then we didn't have an image, so I said image. And it should take 1 second. Okay, it's even faster than your search tools or something like that, right? Okay, it gives me all the answers, what I need, all in one place. Any questions? Then we go ahead.
With that response,
Yeah, then with the response. With the response based on this prompt.
Is it the free response?
does it bring things copyrighted back?
Whoa,
Does it bring information in its response is copyrighted?
it's fine. What the copyrighted people?
Correct. Would that response have been something copyrighted? Could be.
It could be copyrighted. No, no. Thank you. No, no.
So you saying that it's only the research where it comes out. You can have that
Absolutely.
but you don't know if the information is copyrighted that you're getting, it's like from just the regular.
Well, yeah. But you need to progress to me. Opportunity will give you the source. And cloud will give you the source. Chat-GPT will give you the source. And Gemini will have the source. Yeah, even a word that I have a bit. Yeah. Yeah, perfect.
I have a question.
Yeah,
Free version,
this is the paid version.
paid version?
Yeah. Yeah, but paid and free works pretty much fine because the number of tokens I've used is so less. So you should have the same number of similar answer. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, now this says, say I'm teaching philosophy and I want to add a topic on generative AI about ethics and how things work, correct? I don't know what is generative AI. I'm new to philosophy. I teach philosophy. I never know anything. Okay. So we draft a nice one. It says I'm a professor now, correct? At the community college. And then we say, I want to teach philosophy. I'd like to add a topic on generative AI and ethical usage in higher education. To introduce to my philosophy course. Please provide me the details of what should be included, and give the necessary examples, Go here. Okay, there you go. So same font, same prompt. I just showed you that. Now it tells me the topic to be included. Okay. Introduction to generative AI. It tells me what generative AI is. Help me with this. Maybe the hallucination file, and all this stuff. Discuss all this stuff. And the ethical considerations should be made. Authentic learning, and blah blah blah, and so on and so on. So what it does, it just provides you a framework, right? It just provides you a little bit framework of what you want to do. So you don't have to keep hunting what you're looking for. And all these tools just provide you a nice framework of where to get starting point. And then you can, if you like it, keep it. If not, throw it away. Time you already. There you go. So the next one I had up here. I gave them a slide. Okay, this is the finance, okay? I perfected this after a long time. I said, okay, I have an earnings report. Okay, I want an earnings report out there. And I want to do analysis of the earnings report. So I provide the transcript, I upload the text file, and it analyzes for me. All right, so text is all done. So I'm just going to go quickly because we are. There you go. There you go. Okay. So this is the visa report. It gives me earnings per share, what I asked for, all the financial stuff. And I told you to make a separate column for this question. All the answers. Okay, it should take me 9 hours. By the time I read the transcript, analyze the transcript, and try to figure out in Mark circle who said what. Remember, the CFO said the word this. He said, I can finish this now in about 3 minutes. Okay. All right, any question? I'm going to just start keeping it. It's a PowerPoint at this point. I already have it open. There you go. Write a 5 vectorial code for me in Python and switch this out for me. There you go. And it tells me when I say, hey, why are you not using the math function? And it's okay, it's how we do it in math function. And how can I improve my code? Can you make it interactive? Interactive, that's the user answering. So me telling me to do a 5 factorial, a user may say do a 10 factorial, correct? Okay, my code should work. And the code is ready. And let's see what they know, for Friday, all the stuff. Okay, I'm just showing you what this can do. That's what we're running around. See. Now see the wording, see how the input works. Here you go, this is a true example. I asked a student, did somebody give you homework? Yeah, it's a symbolic. There you go. Can you write me a 750-word essay on analytical symbolic? See that? Straight through, right? But then I changed the persona. I said, I'm a student at a community college level. And look at my response. In very nicely formatted. Okay, nice subheadings, a little bit more quality. You see it? Okay, so this is what I said. If you understand how the model works, okay, you can literally take. Now this is the image one, so we can text to text. just from a text, we can create an image. All right, and to create an image, what is it? Of a husky dog riding a surfboard. Okay, right there. Okay. Create an image of a dog with a sun and sunglasses, skirt, sitting near a swimming pool enjoying a drink. Okay, so from a text, we are creating an image. Okay, just from one text, one line of text, it generates the image for you. Now look at here. Just watch this really quickly. And we will see the prompt. Just stop for a second. And now we can literally see the font, the prompt head. There you go. A stylish woman walking down a Tokyo street filled with a warm, glowing neon animated line, which we had, right? She wears a black leather jacket, long red dress, black boots, and carries a black purse. She wears sunglasses and red lipsticks. She walks confidently and casually, and the street is damn creative mirror image. Took the text and convert it into a nice 1-minute video for you, right? Okay, this is my Sora. That's Sora is OpenAI's new tool now. So this was our slide I gave, and that just analyzed the whole slide for me. I don't have to worry about all of the details. All right, this is another one called Notebook. That's one thing I just want to show you really quick. So I uploaded the syllabus. I took out all my personal information and everything I did. I put mycollege.com and everything, okay? So that way I'm not doing anything. And look what's happening. It created a nice.
All right, so we're diving into this intro to computer syllabus. Usually syllabi are kind of like a dry run through, but trust me, this deep dive is going to help totally ace this class. And maybe even like spark some excitement about computers.
Yeah, I agree with that. Understanding syllabus is like having a cheat sheet for success. You know exactly what's expected of you and how to like prioritize your efforts throughout the course.
So speaking of prioritizing, the grading breakdown really caught my eye. Exams are a big deal.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Exams make up 65% of your final grade. It's 40% for the office exams.
It's most of the questions I have in syllabus is how my grade is going to be, things like that, correct? And then how about the auditory learners?
Yeah.
Right? So if you want the auditory learners, it just takes 1 second, right? So I uploaded the file and I said, generate me an audio conversation. I don't want a monotonous reading. This notebook is amazing. It will take your, it will not generate new content. This is not AI. It's AI tool, but it will not generate new content. You provide the content, say, okay, I will summarize everything for you nicely. Okay, now I can take the same thing, and if I come to the right side and say, give me a timeline, and what I do, I just take it and take it to my students and say, here you go. All the timelines are spelled out for you. What things are due, when things are due, right? So if you're teaching online classes, put it in the announcement, and you have it. I don't have to worry about anything. Everything is done in about 2 minutes. Okay. All right. Now so what happens is then I says, oh, give me just a summary or just a study guide. It will even create questions on the syllabus for me automatically based on the summary I have. Okay. So this tool is amazing. Go, Ellen. Okay, I know we are running out of time, but hold on. Look like people are dancing?
That's what I'm using Gemini, or is that all?
No, it's by Google. It's called Google Notebook. Yeah. Give me one more minute and we'll see this one, okay? I guarantee. All right. Okay. Make a song based on a widget. That's the only thing I gave. I gave just our widget statement, which is public, right? I didn't, and no proprietary, nothing. It's available on a website. And like that. And you create song. Suno.com.
See the stars are shining bright, guiding us through the night. We're dreaming, standing tall. Lone star shine for us all. United here, the sky's the limit. Every challenge we've got the spirit. From all that springs our mind, in every corner there's the light. It takes us far, reaching for the highest star. Steps and every step we take, together futures we will make. Our teaching's just a part of a dream. With painful skills we rise like steam. Upon the past and bright our goal, and our story breaks away.
Okay, so you get that, yeah? And you come to, the beauty is you can have one new song every day in your classroom. The school gives you 5 songs a day. And then I bring in language. Oh, you're from India, no problem. I get it Hindi. 1 minute. 1 minute.
Your shape, your child, your son.
Okay. I hope you're getting the trust of what he can do.
It's too cool.
All these tools can do for you. We can bring in one more thing. There you go. Especially if you got the syllabus or your assignment is very hard and you have a ESL student or you got a language issue, things like that. Okay, just click the document. Somebody to translator and it creates a Spanish assignment to 1 minute. Okay, we have Vietnamese student, we have Swahili student from Kenya and Africa and everything. Okay, you name it what language you want and it can generate your document in about 10 minutes. I mean, you get the snippet of your time, right? Take a snippet, PDF file, and bring it up into this document, and it creates for you. Okay, so this are all the tools available for our students. It's not the students are using it; you are using it. Okay, we are using it to create our own productivity improvement up there. Let's see. There you go. So how easy it is for the student who is Swahili learning ESL and taking on other classes and having a difficulty understanding it. But now it's in her own language and own assignment. Okay, so she can comprehend materials, comprehend things and questions? Oh, now questions. Everybody? Oh, music, video, one more.
Will we have access to your PowerPoint?
Yes, ma'am. There you go. I belong to SIG Houston, Society for Information Management Houston, and I went to video. I just sent my prompt was go to this website, society sighouston.org, and create a new marketing.
Why are there not more people talking about Sim Houston? It's the game changer every IT pro needs to know about. Imagine having access to a treasure trove of IT wisdom shared by leaders just like you. That's Sim Houston. Here we recognize the unique needs of our industry and provide the resources to do business better. By joining Sim Houston, you connect with a network of top IT minds, gain insights from exclusive events, and access cutting-edge resources designed to elevate your career. Whether you're looking for mentorship, collaboration, or simply the latest industry trends, Sim Houston has you covered. Plus, our members report increased job satisfaction and career growth. So why wait? Take the lead and join a community that's dedicated to your success. Visit www.simhouston.org today and unlock the potential of your IT career with Sim Houston. Join us and let's shape the future of technology together.
There you go. Okay. So Sim Houston had donated $100,000 to UP campus for the AI and data science lab. So when we opened up, I surprised them with all the marketing they can make a song for Sim Houston and how the lab can be used with all of the stuff out there. All right. Yes, sir.
Based on trends, AI, what would be your and why should we? And if we focus on
And it's powerful.
so
You can create. Oh,
why should we?
Oh, yeah, so if you go to Sim Houston, even if you don't know, it's an organization for all the CIOs, and chief officers and CEOs, okay, for with IT directors and all. So they're at the higher level of hiring. The thing they say is skills plus AI. Everybody must know basic AI. They have the basic skills for sure. Okay, you need the basic skills. How to do programming, how to do coding, basic technology. But now you need to know how to use those tools to make you more productive. Okay, so skills plus AI is the thing. And that's why I do not stop students from teaching. When I know they're going to cheat, might as well bring it in from day one into the classroom and just let's us embrace together how this technology works. And I don't have to teach a lot of nuances, which I need the first 3 weeks, how the structure of the coding of this language works, semicolon here, semicolon there. I said, hey, you figure it out now. Okay, you already got the answers. Now let's see what the commonality is. And I immediately convert the Java code, the Python code into let's say C++, and I bring both. If I'm teaching face-to-face, I can bring both the screens together. And that way I can show the differences between the different languages and other things. So I'm teaching a lot more advanced stuff and other things, which they're already doing. The basic stuff is already now done by them. And that's what's happening in the IT industry. The whole software industry is changing, right? Last year we had 12,000 IT jobs were eliminated. But if you literally look at details of what jobs were eliminated, okay, all the jobs which were eliminated were the lower end. What they want is more IT skill, AI skill. But if you look at on the other side of the ledger, there are 300,000 AI jobs, right? So the jobs are changing, okay? So that's what they're saying.
Wanting to mess around with the AI analytics part of it. Will it read script, historical documents?
It will read anything you provide as long as the language you're providing is yeah. In the translator, if you have a Spanish document, you just have to go back to your setting and say, I'm providing you with a Spanish document. And I'm going to translate to
And
somebody
it
else.
doesn't matter that it's not a printed.
No,
It
if it
can be a
does,
script,
yeah.
handwritten.
that's correct. If it does, then if it doesn't, example, this Lone Star thing, I don't know if there's a ban for Lone Star or. He said, I cannot do it for us. So they're very ethical nowadays. If they think that they're in violation of copyright, they will not do it. If you put, what do you call it, Taylor Swift, Can you make me get a song? No, not gonna work. Okay? Or you can say, can you make me this type of Taylor Swift song? It's not take it because you have the word Taylor and Swift in the prompt. They will not take it.
Rajiv,
Yeah.
did I understand you say that prompt engineering is like a career?
Yeah.
And the more efficient you are as a prompt, as writing the prompts,
Yeah.
will it output less tokens?
Yes. Yes.
So less tokens is more efficient.
Yeah. It's generating money. Yeah, we're not paying. Okay.
Right.
But let's say I'm at a company and I got 50,000 and I have license. Okay, everybody just to mess around with this. And then my license, it goes higher and higher. Right? So that's when they're like, hey, marketing department, who are just be one guy and give all the marketing what we have to be done. So that this AI is sufficient understanding how to write a prompt and everything. And then it's what they're possible with this.
Because they're paying for each word.
Yeah, it's paying for each one. Yeah, because you don't have 50 words. But now this one is only 20 words. Yes, perfect.
So it's ask a question.
I would like to add similarity with
Yeah.
purposes per tokens. There is a limit to the number of tokens for the generative AI questions and the insert practice. They charge us this amount.
That's slide back up about what tokens is real quick, Rajiv.
Yeah. Just look how complex this data file is, right? The graph and other things. So you don't need to analyze everything, just upload it. I would pick some energy conference, the Federal Reserve or something. And so I just want to ask him 5 questions. What is the demand for oil and gas in the next 5 years? Based on the track. Give me the answer, I don't have to look for it.
If you were to put in the raw data that you have in this graph and ask it to create this document, will it do that?
It creates something maybe it's still not what called most of the tech savvy things are not ready yet. But I think in the next version you start popping up. Like Chat-GPT and all, now they have the Delhi. Okay, Delhi is now part of it was a separate tool now. So if you pay the plus membership, now they included everything. That the Sora computer you saw for Tokyo. Okay, that's a photo cinematic output.
Yes.
Okay, you're talking about the highest level of 1080i
Yes.
at the cinematic level on a 35 millimeter film. Okay, so that would cost so much money, right? To output of it. Because the way the images work, the images are based on each pixels.
Right.
And each pixel has a different token.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, we're done. With answering, people who are still here with ask questions. Yeah, it's the